Get your random muscles ready.
Because it's time for a random rant.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to this episode of Let's Talk, episode number 20. Okay.
20.
20. And do you know what that means?
Wait, 20 or 20?
20.
20?
20.
20.
20.
20.
20. Hey! Filming Let's Talk.
I need you to come explain what apologetics are.
I'll do that later.
That's
in about 20 minutes.
Okay.
Give you an explanation.
Apologetics is the
defense of Christian faith via evidence.
In other words, it's really hard.
Yeah. Because anyways, that's not what we're talking about today, or maybe it will be. Maybe we will talk about that because we don't have a topic plan for today because it's random rant.
Pear.
There's a pear? Where?
All over the top.
Oh, there are pears. I love pears.
I hate pears.
What? Why?
Because the
Why?
doctor hates pears.
I'm
such a fan person. Not really.
Fanboy. There's Legos all over the ceiling.
There is.
There are Legos.
They're redecorated.
Well, we kind of already mentioned that in the previous episode.
We did.
In a lot of previous episodes. We've done like 2 episodes where the room is like brand new.
Did we show them the heads?
Or 3. Yes, we showed them the heads.
Okay.
We showed them everything. Don't worry, this is nothing new. We're gonna throw a whole bunch of new stuff at you right now. A brand new episode. And somebody else runs into the room. It's Sasha. Hi, Sasha! Hey! And that's how we do it here at Let's Talk. Okay, so let's start with a random topic. Okay, you ready, set, go.
Pink fire truck.
Just a pink fire truck?
Yes.
Why are fire trucks red?
Well, nothing
Is it
screams
because-
get out of the way.
Please
like
Google
a big
that.
red
I have an
moving
explanation.
object.
Wait, doesn't Siri answer that?
No, I have a legitimate explanation.
We have a live
Fire
studio
trucks
audience today,
red?
guys.
Okay.
Yes, we do.
Give me a
Wait, I
second.
have it. Okay, I'm gonna read it.
Do you
Because
have,
they
like, a
8 wheels
British
and 4
Siri?
people on them, and 4 plus 8 is 12, and
Yes.
there are 12 pages in a foot, and 1 foot is a ruler.
Wait, keep reading.
And Queen Elizabeth was a ruler. And Queen Elizabeth was also a ship. And the ship was sailed across the seas, and in the seas are fish, and fish have fins. And the I can't even do it. And the fins fought the Russians, and the Russians are red. And fire trucks, oops, it went away.
Major cliffhanger. Major
Almost had it.
Now you will never know why
Now
fire
we will
trucks
never
are
know.
actually red. Biggest cliffhanger ever. Right
Oh,
there.
wow. That is the best beginning to a random rant we've ever actually had.
That's like
You're welcome.
ADHD in its purest form.
But now that I'm thinking about it, I don't want to talk about fire trucks because my mom brought up apologetics, so let's just go to that.
Okay.
Let's
why not?
start with something. I don't know. I've realized lately that I should stop relying on apologetics for everything. Because it doesn't work sometimes.
Yeah, Google
It
helps.
Yeah, but it doesn't work sometimes. I mean,
Oh, I know.
if you
internet
do
goes
enough
out.
research, you're eventually going to come to a point where you're just like, well, now I'm thinking so critically about things, I have to think this, and now, oh gosh, here comes a doubt, and I have to get rid of that, but now I can't, and I'm like, okay, hello Siri, shut up.
Please silence your cell phones.
Yeah, it's a real pain in the butt sometimes, but it can be helpful.
Well, you know what I do?
What do you do?
I don't do apologies.
I mean, neither do I really. I'm no apologist. I'm just a parakeet of I'm an apologist parakeet. I say what they say, which makes me sound a lot like new ideas.
Well, you could be a school teacher in that case.
Oh, that's a good point.
They just repeat what they hear.
I could be a professor at Liberty University.
Why not? Why not?
Nah, no thanks. Okay, so I gave the message at youth today. And
You did?
Yeah.
I
feel like I should
cue
do-
laughter.
And it was about making assumptions about
Yes.
people. What do you make assumptions about?
I'm assuming that you're a 35-year-old white male in your mother's basement living off of your parents. That's why you don't make assumptions.
Imagine.
Especially considering the fact that I'm gonna have to watch this later. Unless that's my future and I watch this video again.
Well, I was talking to them.
But what if I watch this video later?
Then I would be talking to you.
You're talking to me and you're talking to me again.
And
Oh
this
my
is
gosh.
why you really don't make assumptions, because then it creates a paradox and then things get really complicated and then the universe just dies.
Everything around you just dies. Just like everything around you is eventually going to die anyways.
Yep. That's deep, man.
That's deep, man. Yo, I should make that my next tweet on the tweeter.
Oh, put it on a t-shirt.
Yes,
Sell
put it on a
Walmart.
t-shirt. Everything is gonna die.
New shirt at Hot Topic.
New shirt on topic. Everything is gonna die. Think about that for 2 seconds. Let's.
2 seconds
Done.
over.
2 seconds
So,
over. I saw this video recently by College Humor called "Church for People Who Are Spiritual but Not Necessarily Religious."
That's probably
speaking of deep topics,
Speaking of Deepak Chopra, you don't know who that is.
no,
It's a dude, person. I don't know. They made a joke about him recently.
that narrows it down.
They made a joke about him in that video where it was like open your Bibles to Psalm something. And in this video it was like open your Twitter feed to Deepak Chopra. And then they read a quote and it was like that's very deep and makes no sense, but I know exactly what it means.
If I become a pastor, I want to be that kind of pastor that's like, and now we will open to the book of opinions.
That's not in
First
there.
opinions, second opinions,
Second.
songs of opinions.
So, if I ran a church, I would have 3 bathrooms, and I would call them 1st, 2nd, and 3rd John.
I'd be that pastor that's like, okay, church, I'm going to be.
You really would say that? Okay, church?
Yes.
They have
Okay,
names.
church.
They have names, you know.
Okay, Billy Joe and Sims.
There's only 3 people in your church? Well,
We're-
two or more are there. I shall.
Yeah, it's a new believers group.
It's a new
So I would be like, okay, guys, next Sunday I'm preaching on the sin of lying. So I want you all to go to Ecclesiastes 3, chapter 2, verse 1, and read that before next Sunday. Next Sunday comes. So how many people read the scripture? Everyone raises their hands. There's actually no Ecclesiastes 3. I'll now proceed with my sermon on the sin of lying.
Wait, there's no Ecclesiastes 3?
Really?
What?
No.
What's the last book in Ecclesiastes?
Wait, let me go look.
What's the last chapter
like
in Ecclesiastes?
1st and 2nd Samuel, like Ecclesiastes 3 or John.
Third,
Oh, yeah.
3rd Samuel.
3rd Ecclesiastes. Would that be the way to say it?
No, there is no 2nd or 3rd or 5th or 6th Ecclesiastes.
Exactly.
There's just one Ecclesiastes.
Exactly.
By the way, speaking of Ecclesiastes, that's one book in the Bible that you want to read the whole thing because what?
There's 12.
Oh, there's 12 chapters.
12 chapters.
There's 12 chapters to Ecclesiastes.
Not 12 Ecclesiastes.
Open your Bibles to Ecclesiastes 13. Pastor, I can't find it. That's because it doesn't exist. I just told you it might exist in the Apocrypha. I don't know.
Well,
You don't know what the Apocrypha is, do you?
I've heard about it, and then I forgot.
The Apocrypha is a set of
It didn't seem
is a set of
important.
books that were not in the Bible because they were fakes.
What?
Yeah.
Because they were what?
So
It was a set of books that are not in the Bible because they were not they were either not written by the people that they say they were written, or they contradict each other.
Oh, wow.
Wait, was the Book of Judith one of those?
The Book of Judith?
Yes, it's about like
I think it was.
this female prophet that wasn't actually a prophet, that was a widow, but she was incredibly beautiful. And then she snuck into the enemy camp, and she promised the enemy general that she would help him take down the Israelites. So he was like, okay, why not? I mean, she's hot. So he let her in, and
That's a
they go
hot
ahead,
prophet right there.
and they have a party. He gets crazy drunk, and everyone leaves. He orders everyone out because he wants to be alone with Judith. And then he's alone with Judith, and Judith's like, that's a nice sword you have there. She takes the sword, cuts his head off. And it's like 2 swings, the guy's head falls off. She puts it in her lunch basket. She walks out with her servant. Guards are like, so where are you going? Oh, I'm going pray, And they're like, oh, okay. So she just strolls out.
Lord, forgive me, I just killed a man.
She strolls out. She carries his head throughout Jerusalem because she promised she would lead him through Jerusalem. And then she brings it to the Israelites, and she's like, hey, look, this is the guy that wanted to kill us. He's their leader, so all you have to do is go run out there screaming with your swords, and they're all going to run scared.
When is this supposed to have happened?
I have no idea.
Was this in the Catholic Bible?
Yes.
It might have been.
Yes.
They accepted the Apocrypha in like the 1500s for some reason as scripture. Maybe because it has like verses that will no. So here's the thing. I was a Catholic once. I don't want to make fun of them, but there's I don't know. See, sometimes they use the books of the Apocrypha to justify traditions and other things that they do, like praying to the saints.
But what did Judith do that's Catholic?
Absolutely nothing. I don't know why. And this is getting far too controversial, and now everybody who's been watching this is now left. Thanks a lot, John.
Comments explosion.
Everybody oh gosh.
Oh gosh. You want to know how many times God was mentioned in the Book of Judith?
How many?
Like 2 or 3. And he never.
You want to know how many? You want to know? There's one book in the Bible where God is never mentioned.
Really?
The Book of Esther. God is not mentioned at all in the Book of Esther.
Wow.
Whoops.
That's a fascinating fact right there.
He was all around it, but he wasn't mentioned.
He was all throughout it. Yeah, that's the thing. He was all throughout it, but he wasn't mentioned at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Judith, he was mentioned like 3 times, and he was nowhere in it.
Yep.
Oops.
Did you guys also know that there's something called the Gnostic Gospels?
Is that like for people that have nausea and they want to read?
The Gnostic Gospels are a bunch of fake Gospels that were written a few generations after all the apostles were dead, but they had the names of the apostles attached to them. So they're all fakes. You don't really have to worry about them. But there's one called like the Gospel of Barnabas. You guys know who Barnabas is, right? Mm-hmm. Barnabas is like Paul's friend, one of Paul's friends.
It's a funny name.
Barnabas is a funny name. There's a Gospel of Barnabas that was written, get this, in the 1600s.
You know what that sounds like? That sounds like someone that makes a YouTube video about skateboards, then tags it 4-wheelers and motorcycles.
Anyways, so I once saw recently on Facebook, it was like a 1500-year-old Bible was found that says Jesus is not the Son of God, and I'm like, excuse me? So I click on it, and I'm like, and I'm reading it, and I'm like, okay, what the heck? And they're describing what this Bible says Jesus was, and I'm like, this sounds like the Muslim Jesus. And surely enough, I look at the website and I was like, this is a Muslim website. And I look up on Snoops, and it's like this website where it's like you find out whether something is actually real or fake. I look it up, and it turns out the whole thing is fake, because it has it's an actual Bible, but it has inserted into it the Gospel of Barnabas. And the Gospel of Barnabas was written after Muhammad, so it's kind of obvious that it was a Muslim fake.
Whoopsie daisy.
Whoops! Yeah, so don't be looking for that. Although for some reason the Vatican wants it.
The Vatican?
I don't know why. The Catholic Church, they want it for some reason. I don't know why. They want
maybe they
want to get
like
rid of it.
Old relics and stuff.
Maybe they just want to get rid of it.
Have a book burning ceremony. I'll bring my
Don't
algebra.
burn books,
You can
guys.
bring your science.
I don't care what you think about what's in the book. Don't burn books.
Why?
Because it's valuable. Because it's information that you could read and it'd be valuable.
But
Algebra.
books,
Algebra. Yeah. What? Hey, algebra is important in some people's lives.
Some people. Like,
Yep.
Some
And
people,
about
not
what-
my life. But
it's important in all 3% of everyone's lives. But anyway,
in school.
books are made of paper. Paper comes from trees. Trees can be chopped down and burned. Therefore, we should burn books.
Yeah.
What about, should we burn the Bible?
No.
No.
Why?
The
Why?
Bible's God
Why? Because you agree with
inspired.
it?
No, because it's God inspired.
Ah. Well,
It's
the
actually
Muslims
in the
think the Quran is
They-
God inspired.
Keyword is
It's
think.
not, but
Keyword
it's
is
not-
think.
It's not, but yeah. I
I
don't
would have
think
trouble
I
burning.
don't think that we should burn books because
Certain books, yeah.
I mean, yeah, they might have stuff in it that's wrong, but sometimes it's good to know what other people actually believe.
Mhm.
It's because that's what I was talking about today. Is something that can be used to avoid making assumptions about people is actually knowing what they believe. And even then, if I were to read the whole entire Quran, I probably wouldn't even know what this one particular Muslim over here actually does believe, because there are people that are Muslims that are like, I don't know anything about Islam. There are people that are Christians that are like, I don't know anything about Christianity. So really, it's important to actually get to know the person itself. The person itself. Themselves. People are things now. It's really important to get to know the person themselves and what they actually believe. Which is, you've always heard this, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my sermon for YouTube today.
Yep. So you
This
two
got really
start caring.
Oh my gosh, if anybody's actually watching this, they're gonna hate us.
Should we start over?
I'm making assumptions about them. There I go.
We could always start over or stick it out and see.
No, let's keep going. I'm enjoying this, sort of.
If you're
a little
not offended at this point,
If you're not
congratulations.
Good job, because I've said a lot of offensive stuff so far.
Yep, and we haven't even.
But this
got
is Let's
to,
Talk. We get to random rant. We get to talk about whatever we want.
Yeah, and we
So-
haven't even got to racism or sexism or
No,
rightism.
we're not gonna get to that either.
Politics.
No, we're not gonna get to that either. I don't give a rat's behind about politics.
We don't use that language in church.
So does that mean that you're not all about the whole presidential race and all that stuff?
Funny enough, I'm old enough to vote, and I should get. Here's the thing about it. The thing that sucks is I kind of have to get into it because I'm gonna be voting this year, and I'm gonna have to try to make sure Donald Trump doesn't get into office.
I can sum it up for you. Trump wants to build a wall. Hillary is a woman. Ted Cruz.
Excuse me. I'm not a woman, but I'm offended for.
Oh, she keeps saying it.
She keeps saying it's we need a female president because that'll get rid of sexism. Did having a black president get rid of racism? No.
Apparently
Racism
not.
is a thing that people make out to exist, and
No, it
make
still
out
exists.
to be a big problem.
It still
Some
exists.
places exist, but they make it out to be a much bigger problem
you
than
sure
it
about that?
actually is.
You sure about that?
It's law that they have to receive equal wages, and you can't turn them
You
away.
sure about that?
My dad has a poster of
Don't say something till
hanging
you
in
know
the
it, kids.
restaurant.
Don't say something till you know it's true, kids. I wouldn't be surprised if I one day saw I don't know. I mean, the KKK is still around
How?
because they are. John, the world is not peaches and cream right now. I hope you realize that.
I do realize that, but how? Really? How?
John, racism does actually exist.
I do know that, but still.
To quite vast quantities.
Mm-hmm.
We're more accepting today, absolutely, but it still exists,
Mm-hmm.
and it's something that should definitely be addressed.
Someone
I
else.
have my own opinions.
You have your own opinions.
I understand.
Hey Sasha, how you doing today?
You can put that.
You-
Second.
When we
So now that we've addressed that,
now that we've addressed more,
Now that we've
we're being
offended
very
the other
controversial today,
50% of
Sasha.
you.
Oh, I love controversy.
Yeah, I know. You did, 'cause you.
so that leaves us with
Okay, so we
0.1%
talked about religion, we
people.
talked about politics, we
And
talked
racism.
about
Oh,
sexism.
religion?
You missed it.
Religion talk?
You missed it.
Wait, no, we didn't talk about. Wait, yeah, we did.
We
We pretty much
Sort.
talked about them all now.
We talked about them all.
So now that you're all
Not
thoroughly
sexism.
offended-
Let's talk about sexism.
No, don't do it.
Let's talk about sexism. I'm totally not a sexist at all. We just have
I don't like modern
we just
day
have the
feminism.
females behind the camera because I don't know. I'm trying to make I don't know. I'm trying to be funny.
Trying to be
But I
edgy.
feel- No.
I can be.
Girl,
edgy.
you don't know what edgy is.
I do.
No, you don't.
Sonic fans. Have you ever watched cringe compilations? Oh, I have.
So now that we've offended whoever else is left,
Talk about, can we talk about homeschoolers now?
why not? We
Yeah.
haven't offended them yet.
Well, you are a homeschooler.
Yeah, offend me.
Okay. Do you have any friends? I'm not his friend
Still
at
not
all.
offended. He's my friend, so.
Really? I didn't know that. When was this information brought to me? 7 years ago. I know.
Yeah. Approximately.
No, wait, really? 7 years ago?
It's hot in here.
It is hot in here. It's getting hot. I don't know. That's a song.
I'm sorry, but you know.
That's a song. Yeah, I know.
Okay, possibly worst movie that
What?
you've ever heard of.
What?
No,
Worst
just-
worst movie I've ever heard of?
Cool
Who
Cat
Uh,
Things Kids.
Birdemic.
No,
did
Cool
not
Cat Things
just say
Kids.
it.
Much worse.
Bird-
Did you, did
I've
you
been
say
to a lot
it?
of people by saying Star Wars.
Star What?
Wait, no, Alex, you have no.
No, I never
Yeah,
never
you
watched
never
Star
watched
Wars.
Wait, you never the new one?
No, I never saw the new one.
No, I hate the
Spoiler alert.
Hold on,
Greedo is the
I did the
Sith
what to you
Lord.
now. You have to do that to me because I never saw Star. I was like what to you because you hated Star Wars. Now you have to do the what to me because I don't like. I never saw it.
Well, I mean, I don't really mind that you never saw it. I actually hope that you don't for your own sake. But
Why?
Why?
I just didn't like
Okay,
it.
So now we've literally
Okay,
offended
now-
everyone.
Something I call
I'm gonna lose all my subscribers because of you guys.
You're 30.
All of them.
You're 35.
127. Thank you very much. 26. I don't know.
Actually, I have 35 subscribers on
Really?
my YouTube account.
Good
I'm
job
not
for
telling
you.
it's
I
You're
have
super
41.
duper famous.
I have 41.
I never
I got a
post,
video
so
with
I have.
12,000.
I hear, you know,
I got
every
a video
single
with
day I
12,000
run into somebody and they're like, "Hey, you're that guy who's friends with that awesome YouTuber named Sasha, huh?" And I'm like,
No,
"Yeah."
actually, no, hey, don't say my real name. Actually,
I'll bleep
I
it
have
out.
a video.
I'll bleep it
no,
out.
I don't care. I was making a joke. Actually,
You said. Oh, goodness.
I have a YouTube video. I'm not gonna with like 12,000 views.
Oh, good for you. That's more than any
Nice.
video I've ever. The biggest, the
No
most
one's-
views
no
I
one's
ever,
knowing
the
what
most
it
views
is.
I ever got on a video was like 1,000, and it's not on this channel. It's on another channel. Is
I've
it still?
had
Is your
10.
thing still going? It better be still going.
Oh,
'Cause if
wait,
it's
so
not
you're-
still going, I'm going
Two-
to murder everything within a 1-inch radius,
1 inch.
meaning all the bacteria around it.
I didn't even.
You're a little bit more than an inch.
Okay, I'm good. I'm just kidding.
Oh.
What the heck was that?
Alex, that was more than an inch.
Something fell from the ceiling.
It
What was
a moth.
that?
It was a moth.
Hold up, let me see
That
that.
was way more than an inch, Alex. Not cool, bro.
No, that's not a moth. Oh, that is totally a moth. That was my butt, by the way.
So,
Now that I've
whoever's left, how can we offend you today?
How can we? Oh my god! It's been going on for 25.
This
25 minutes.
isn't even let's talk anymore. It's let's be offensive.
Yeah. Let's just change that. That's gonna be the title of this video. Let's be offensive today. Oh my
Yes.
gosh, that is great. Oh
That's
my
what
God.
happens when you go to college for too
That's
long.
what happens when you're me and you go to college and you also watch a lot of YouTube videos. You become offensive to people.
Put that on a t-shirt.
When you go to college, you become offensive.
Wow.
Surprisingly,
That's deep.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Your breath, your
Wait, you've gone to college. Have you become offensive yet?
yeah.
Oh, really?
I was born.
How many
offensive.
people have you offended today, John?
Well, so far everyone I've looked at with this.
Oh my gosh! Wow. So, how many people have you offended today?
None.
You're not
That's a new
trying
record.
hard enough.
That's a
Well, I
new
mean,
record
there was
right
one
there.
time on the internet where I got a lot of anonymous hate, but that's a totally different story.
That's happened to me before. Sometimes.
I can.
I'm probably
be
about to
really
get it right now.
offensive
I'm making
to
assumptions
Actually-
about you guys again.
My sister had a comment on her YouTube video. And it was a downing comment.
She has a YouTube video?
She has a YouTube channel, yeah. She created one. She doesn't post that often, but she did. And they had this hater comment.
Well, that's
And me
normal.
being the older sister I am, I had to
Oh.
respond.
Uh-oh.
Don't
And
do
I
that!
did.
Don't do that! Don't
What
ever
did you
respond.
say?
Ignore it.
What did you say? What did you
I
say?
was actually wording it.
Was it good?
What did you say?
I don't remember what exactly I said, but all I know is that I could have been a little more loving.
Look, okay, thing is about
Story
when
of the
I
reason.
remember when I
Yeah.
was 13, had a YouTube, and whenever you're like under the age of 15, let's say under the age of like 17, people are gonna hate on you because, you know, kids on the internet, not trying to generalize, but I am mostly really annoying.
At least you're honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the very least. Yeah.
So there goes whoever was left.
There goes whoever was left. And now that everybody's pretty much gone, I think now is a good time to end the episode.
Bro, it's been like
I
Do
know.
we have to?
Yeah, I know. It's so fun offending people.
It really
But-
is.
Yeah.
We didn't go
I
deep
wish I
enough
would've
into the
been here.
topic
I
of
wish-
politics.
I wish I would have been here for
We did talk about politics.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, we
religion
didn't go
and
deep
everything.
enough though. We
We
need to
went
really
very-
offend everyone.
We went deep enough. Well, we haven't talked about one thing that
What?
we're not going to
No,
talk
talk about
No.
it.
That pink fire truck is offensive.
Talk
It
about
really
it,
is.
dude. It means you're gonna play the offensive role
No.
all the way.
No, I'm not going that way because this is a PG channel.
Oh.
Okay, anyway, so that's the end of the
Do it.
Shut up!
Oh,
So that's the end. I think they can see your feet.
I don't care.
But anyways, so that's the end of this episode of Let's Talk. And yeah, if we offended you today, please complain about it in the comments below.
Let's see how many thumbs down this video can get. Should we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thumbs. Thumbs.
Alright guys, thank you guys for watching Let's Talk. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you were not offended by it, although I do not see how you could ever possibly make it through this video without being offended.
At least once.
At least once. I mean, we did it. Sort
Yeah.
of.
Well, we were doing the offending.
Yeah, that's true. So anyways, thank you guys for watching this episode. Please come back next time. Please leave suggestions for topics in the comments below because we actually do not know anymore. But it's probably going to be a long time until we make another episode anyways because we have to go back to college. Let's get more knowledge and offend more people. So, yeah, that's it. See you guys later. Bye-bye.